Okay, welcome to Chat News Stuff with Grant
and Nathan.
Thanks for joining us. We're going to do a little recap of the story that we covered a couple of weeks back. It was in the middle of November, I think it was, about a little 9-year-old called Gavin who supposedly hung himself because he was suicidal because he got bullied at school when he was having home problems and that.
We say supposedly because that's what the newspapers.
That's what
they told us.
Yeah, and that's what we picked up on. But we've had a source that we don't wish to disclose because this person wishes to remain anonymous. It says that this little boy accidentally hung himself in his bedroom. He wasn't neglected, and he lived a very he was very well cared for, and that. And it was just a pure accident. So, obviously, the newspaper have obviously said that this child, Gavin's family neglected him. They've been getting a lot of hassle and aggro.
When really they haven't. They didn't neglect him at all. They looked after him really well. That's what we've been told by this reliable source. That they got really well looked after, and because of this accident, now they've been portrayed as demon parents, and they're not.
Yeah, that's bad though.
And that's what happens.
That's the power of a newspaper. Yeah,
that's the story of the media.
I don't like that.
The mainstream media is what this does these days. They lie to us.
They do. We get clearly on this occasion, definitely. And
it just shows if they can rely on something as sick and twisted as this, then what's just all the celebrity stuff that we read? It's all not twisted bullshit as well, because who cares about them anyway?
It's why you should listen to us.
Yeah. We
won't lie, and if we do lie, we'll actually admit it and come on there and tell you, no, we've had a different, like someone's told us about this, someone's told us about the news. Yeah. Whenever you ever heard on the news that you ever watched that a story's been put out and then weeks later or so you've turned out that it's false information, and they've never come back on there and said, oh, this story that we covered a couple of weeks back turned out that it wasn't true.
No, they've never done that.
I've never seen that, though. You'd think, not all news that they broadcast is probably 100% correct, because obviously situations and things change. So we're happy to do that. Are you happy to do that?
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
I think that's a great idea of a news channel. Like news channels like that, Sky don't do it, BBC don't do it, anyone don't say news is sorry we got it wrong. So this little boy, he wasn't actually picked on that, and he just suffered from ADHD, which is attention deficit disorder.
Hyperactive disorder, yeah.
So I can't work out why the paper would lie like that. We didn't make that story up.
That's what we say in every episode. They lie all the time. Yeah, that's why we do this, because the papers fill our heads with all this just nonsense and rubbish, and we believe it because it's what they want us to believe.
Yeah, and that article in particular put heavy blame on child agencies and the community services which are meant to help situations like that out, when we've been told from this quite reliable source, where it would appear, that none of that actually happened. It was a freak accident. He was very well cared for. He just had attention deficit disorder. He was junior champion at wrestling, and it was just a freak accident. He accidentally slipped in his room and hung himself, that's sad. That's so sad. But for the newspapers to pick up on that and blame all their agencies, it is, isn't it?
It's horrible.
I can't believe that they would do something like a newspaper, which was, I think it was a Telegraph on the Mail, wasn't it?
It was one. Yeah, it was a big newspaper.
It was a big newspaper that said that.
So it just goes to show that everyone's theory on tabloids chat shit is true, because we've had a source come to us and we're not even big. We're not even a big YouTube channel.
No.
And they've come to us and told us the truth, because obviously people are sick of these newspapers.
And this is where you hear the truth on Chat News Stuff with Grant
and Nathan.
Like, subscribe, and comment down below.
Do it. We'd like to thank our reliable source who gave us this information. And if you've got any feedback on any other stories, then I think you should let us know, because the truth is important.
Yeah, the truth is important.
It's important that people hear what is really going on, rather than the lies that we get fed every other day. So, once again, thanks to our source, and yeah, it means a lot.
Cheers.